9:09 at the time I make this video. But I just thought about something, like how crazy it is, like you be minding your own business and like, sorry, yeah, there's some things on the floor right there. My son made a mess, but it's okay. It's only a few things, so don't worry, it's not as messy as it looks. Still moving some stuff around, guys, just moved in. But anyways, forget that. I'm just thinking about how we moved in and like, not, anyways. That's not what I meant to say. What I was trying to say is, it's crazy how you be trying to mind your own business. You don't even know that your family is planning your death. You thinking about trying to play some video games or trying to make money to get you the newest console, the PS5, or you like say like you 20 or 21 years old, you over there still living in your family house trying to figure out a way to become an entrepreneur so you can make at least $5,000 to $10,000, maybe $15,000 to $20,000 a month, so you can make some money and possibly take care of your family. Basically, be the show off, but in a good way where you help your relatives out. You be able to help buy them a house and pay their cars off, and then finally get your family to love you or like you or accept you when you was like somebody they look down upon or for. But the whole time you over there hoping for the family to like become one or finally be happy with each other. Next thing you know, like that fork that's on the floor, it's a plastic fork by the front door. I mean by the room door. They planning your death because they know something about you that you don't know about yourself yet. Meanwhile, you over there planning for the future and having a bright outlook on the future for the family and for yourself. Meanwhile, they're behind the scenes trying to plan for your death, doing rituals because they know some dark magic stuff. They know spell work. They know witchcraft, whether they're a Wiccan or Santeria or any of those other genres of spirituality. They doing whatever your culture is doing. I mean, whatever your culture is or whatever you don't know what your family been doing, who they been hanging out with, what kind of friends they have that's been getting them into something that you don't know what they're into. You never know. Meanwhile, you over there, you struggling in your mind, you crying, you feeling bad because you want your family to be happy, and like you see their struggles, but me the whole time in the background behind the scenes, they don't really like you, but they smile in your face. They play like, oh, hey, Nay, how you doing? Well, I'm saying that because that's what my family used to do with me. Like, they'll be like kind of basically fake, but it's like you'll kind of sense it, but you just brush it off. Oh, it's not a big deal. They might just be having a bad day. Sometimes, siblings have sibling rivalry. And so you think like maybe one day if you show them how much you love them by giving them so much with finances, like, paying their stuff off, putting some money in their bank account for them, stuff like that. But they all behind the scenes, they hoping that you don't make it and you don't get the finances so you can't be great. All the while you want it to be great so the whole family can be great. But they trying to stop you because they want to be the one, but they won't help the family like you would. That's how I feel like it was growing up in my family. And that's just like the tip of the iceberg. That's just some crazy, I don't know. And what made me think about that is because I saw this funny video real quick, like a short or something, where a lady, she was like, don't play with me and don't play with Jesus. Because she was 43 years old and pregnant with their kid at their her husband's 50th birthday. I guess they were celebrating his 50th birthday, out to eat or something like that. And a lady recorded, and I went in the comment section and I saw all these 40-something-year-old women, and I was like, dang, here I am thinking I'm old, 32 years old with a about to be 3-year-old. He's gonna be 3 like in a couple weeks. I had him when I was 29, cesarean, but I was thinking I'm old, like the way things felt, and like how my mom and grandma passed away in the same year, like a month and a half apart, the same exact way they died. That was suspicious how that happened. And it happened after my grandmother died. I finally confessed and said, no, somebody trying to kill me in the family. And I was like, I said something to my mom about them trying to kill me or whatever. And then she was like, girl, stop acting silly. Ain't nobody trying to kill you or something like that. She said, but stop acting silly. And she said, and God coming for us. I was like, what? It was on text message, guys. I don't have that phone anymore. They stole it from me because I had so much proof in there of different things like the gang stalking and how my family was treating me, the things that they would say, like a lot of stuff I was texting. Even some of my ex-boyfriends know how my family was to me. Two of them, they know for a fact. 2 or 3 of my ex-boyfriends that I dealt with in the past know how my family was. 2 of them witnessed it firsthand by themselves. They would talk about how my family was with me in private. And the funny thing is, then all of a sudden they'll be the ones that start to act an ass with me. Like they'll misbehave with me. And that's just a polite way to put it. But yeah, it's because they saw firsthand how my family treated and how they saw firsthand how my family really thought about me. And I believe they knew that if it came down to it, my family would choose their side over me. Sometimes, y'all, sometimes there's some of y'all out there, you don't know why your family, you feel down, you feel depressed, you feel down and out, with even staying with your family. You even sometimes be a little older staying with your family. You don't really want to, but because they family, you stay with them. But you might be better off staying with a stranger than your own family. Because your family, they know that they're your family. And it makes it easier for them to play in your face like they like you. And like play on that family love. Like, well, man, we family. I'm your blood. But they'll say that to you in your face and be planning your demise behind the scenes. After just talking to you, they'll go and plan some stuff like try to find out a ritual or some spell or something that they can do. After they then gave you something that was in your food. So once you ingest it, after you ingest whatever that, I forgot what they call it. Some they call them charms. But they have something for you to ingest that they put in your food, and it connects with a spell that they do, that whatever witchcraft they do, and then affect you. Like something happened, you wind up dying or whatever, and people don't even. Most people. Okay, I won't say most, but there's so many people who don't even believe in that kind of stuff. It's easy to get away with it. Because it sounds like that woo-woo stuff. I can do that. If I want to go on the dark side, I can just spiritually take out police officers, judges. I thought of different ways that it can be done. Just in this split second, I never took the moment the actual time to sit down and plan it out. But in this split second, the moment I just said it, I saw different ways that it can be done without there ever being a trace that I was even present for something to happen to those individuals with spell work. Just by them touching something. But the thing is, people don't believe that stuff exists. And they put it in my face. During being gang stalked, they put it in my face. They said magic is real. After they did some FSHI, in my face. And then I'll be like, I'll be questioning myself. They were watching me the whole time. I'll be like, what? And then I walked up when I was going to these meetings, for parenting classes for my son, after they orchestrated it for me to be placed in a psychiatric hospital. They wrote it up on a board. I took a picture of it and it said, magic is real. And then also coming down another hill, it was something else like magic by example. They had it on 33rd Street off of Fremont and 33rd in Portland, Oregon. That street where that, I forgot the name of that park, but there's a park on Fremont Street, and you go up that hill, like you're going towards 82nd Avenue, the whole stroll. 33rd, they had some magic by example. And then it was some strange things going on that night. I was coming down the hill on the bike after I met some dude that they tried to have come riding around in a truck following me. He was like begging to give me a ride home and stuff like that. I was like, oh no, that's okay. Even though it was quite a ways away at night, I still chose to go home by bike on my own. I looked in his eyes and it wasn't a good look. It was like darkness in his eyes. That's the best way I can describe it. But so yeah, just be careful out there, guys, and don't put it past some of your own family members. They will do that. This goes for rich and poor. So yeah, call me crazy, call me whatever you want to call me, but when you sit there and you take some time to examine how your family treats you, and like you examine like over time how, like, why certain things happen, and then I was gonna say more, but I'm the words are not coming, so I feel like this is good enough. All right, so just be careful and don't put nothing past your family. Even no matter how much you love them, that doesn't mean that they love you the same in return. That's what I found out. And sometimes when you walk away and you leave them behind and you're gone, and they see how much you actually was needed, or how much your energy just being present helped the family, then later on they might start to love you the way they should have loved you a long time ago. They might. Sometimes it does change. Sometimes it takes you being gone for them to realize how much you meant, how valuable you were and you are.